everybody, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com, and today we are going to be installing the side pockets on our collaborative patchwork backpack. So for this project, you're going to need, or this portion of the project, you're going to need 2 more patchwork panels, which are comprised of a total of 10 squares each, and I just layered those 2 by 2, and then I went ahead and quilted the back just like we did with the other panels. And so I have one pocket complete here, and that is elasticized so that you can hold wider water bottles and things like that, and it will give you a lot of versatility and cargo space in the side pockets. And those are crafted from, the actual pocket portion is crafted from cotton fabric, which measures 12 inches wide by 20 inches tall. And then what I do to fashion the pocket is actually fold that panel in half, and you can press that if you like. Then I'm just going to create a gusset here for the elastic to slide through. So I'm going to come over to the machine, and I'm going to take that folded edge and put that up there on the machine deck using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. And I am going to reinforce with a back stitch at the beginning and the end. And now you can see I have created a little gusset there, or a channel in which I can slide this elastic in. So I will take the panel that I have, and then I want to position the pocket and center it on that panel. Okay, so you can measure center on this, or you could just fold it in half and crease it. You're going to be able to tell center on your panel because that's where the 2 squares meet. And you're going to want to put a pin towards the top and a pin towards the bottom at center. And then take that edge and line it up with the edge of your side panel. Pin that in place. And then take the other edge and line that up with the opposite edge of the side panel. And then go ahead and remove those center pins and lift this up. And you're going to fashion a center pleat with your hands. And you want to just visually make that as even as possible. You'll also be able to feel where those folds are and tell if they're even. And then pin that pleat in place on either side. And then take a 7-inch piece of elastic. This is a 1/4 inch elastic, 7 inches wide. And I use a safety pin, and I just put that in the end of the elastic, hook it, and then feed that through the channel. And as you reach the end there, put a pin through the pocket, the elastic, and the side panel so that's snug, and then keep feeding that elastic through. And then put a pin on the other side. And you can go ahead and remove the safety pin, and then just with your hands distribute that elastic evenly. And then what I'm going to do is head over to the machine and I'm going to stitch down the pleat and stitch down both ends of the elastic. And I'm going to reinforce those with the back stitch. Okay, now our second pocket panel, side panel, is complete. And to get the front panel that we created with the 2 pockets on that, and so here's the top edge of our pocket. And I want to start to assemble the exterior of this backpack. And so you can see that these panels are the same size. So I have my side panel. I'm going to position that pretty sides facing on top of this front 2 pocket panel. I'm just going to put a pin at the top and the bottom. Then I want to take the second pocket panel, which I had already assembled, and do the same thing. Pin that over here, lining up the edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and stitch from the top to the bottom on both sides and secure those panels. And for this, I'm using 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Now when I get to that elastic part, I am going to reinforce with a back stitch over that portion of the pocket so that it's really secure. Right side of the bag has been attached, and now I want to secure the left side. Okay, now the other side is attached, and I am just really thrilled with how this looks. It feels amazing too. The quilting just really adds such a professional, wonderful texture to this bag. This is awesome. Okay, so we have the sides attached to the front there, and you can see this is really taking shape, and it's going to be such a beautiful bag. This fabric that I selected for the pockets is one of my favorite, and that's by Alexander Henry. And I cannot pronounce the name of it, but I'll spell it for you. BAILEDECALAVERAS. It's really fun and it matches this bag so nice. So in tomorrow's video, we're going to need to true up these 3 panels, because if you are working along here with me as I go, you're going to notice that this rear panel is taller than these front panels. So I definitely don't want you to worry. I have a plan for that. So tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to install a little gusset all the way across this top edge, and that's going to become the drawstring, so the top of this bag will cinch in. And then we can discuss what type of closure beyond the drawstring that we would like on the bag. So that's going to happen tomorrow. I am totally loving hearing from you, and I know we have at least one person who is sewing along, and her name is Jo, and she's making this bag for her sister. It's a birthday present, so shh. But if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I've been posting updates that she's sending me of her bag, and it is really coming along nice. So, and then I'm hearing from other members of our sewing circle here that are posting in the comments and asking questions and stuff. So it really makes me happy that everybody's enjoying the project. I certainly am. I think that this is a great format for us to kind of this collaborative, interactive sewing. So I'll be back tomorrow, and until then, please know the creative genius in me salutes the creative genius in you. Have a great day.